back down in the middle of the tunnel here. And this is the dipper's nest. We found this a couple of weeks ago, and I think that the young are out the nest now, looking at it. It's that dark under here, you can't really see anything. But anyways, that's the dipper's nest. I'm inside that tunnel again, what I was in last time. That's the entrance at the top there. It'll come down. And this is... It's had young and they're fledged by now. There's a little stream trickling through here. You can see up here clear as day this time. Last time we came down we couldn't see much. The sun was that bright. That's the dipper. It's just flew back up into the tunnel. That's the tunnel where I was just a couple of minutes ago making the video. They must have big young in the nest. We're down by the river there at the minute, and it's going to be coming straight back out within a few seconds.
You just
I'll keep the camera on and
standing there, might put it off. I mean, will you not be pressed up here on the back to get direct in the tunnel? You might see it better.
Aye, I'm just trying to be a little bit quick, like, because it's going to come down here quite quickly.
Just pointed at the tunnel.
Yeah, it's coming. I've just seen it dropping down and going back up into the hole again. I'll just see if you can see it on the end. It's standing in the water. It's keep going back up and down into the hole.
This is just doing in the stream now.
Do you know where the water comes down the tunnel? It's like backwards and forwards, like
right.
like jumping. Can you see it?
I've just caught a glimpse of it here, like.
Aye,
I can see it's just ran down there.
Aye, it's up and down. It's just below where the nest is, where it's got all its droppings and that.
I can see it keep running back and forward, so can you?
Aye, I've zoomed in. I can't go to here. I've got a good view of it.
What's it actually doing? It just keep running up the droppings, pecking and then running back.
Aye. Unless there's flies on them. Do you know when them being like crap?
You can see like keep running. I mean, you'll have quite a close up of it there, have you?
Aye. Quite a good shot of it. I'm moving around a bit, like, because I've got my arm up, I've got plants and everything right in front of us. I'm sort of bent down in the trees, at the edge of the path, but because if we went any closer it would fly away. It's going backwards and forwards to the droppings, then down into the water.
Morton?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's it. This kind of rotten stuff in this product, it looks like a flash rate and coming past you.
Oh, it's just in the water there, on the stream, on the river.
So do they both continuously feed them?
Aye. Because they'll be quite big now, the young in that nest, won't they?
Yeah, they will be, because it's been, what, a week and a half or something?
Aye. Maybe it's a couple of weeks, I can't remember now.
Definitely.
I'm moving around a lot, yeah, because I'm not balanced on this.
So what will them normally feed them, just flies and that like? Or flies and
Oh,
stuff.
flies and what are insect things, you know how you get them.
Yeah. It's not often you get to sit and watch them as much, is it?
No?
Not that's in the ring or whatever. Swim. They're constantly bobbing up and doing, aren't they?
Aye, dipping.
Right,
Aye.
obviously the dipper.
It's something to do when they can see through the reflection of the water when they're doing it or something. That's what the theory is when I've watched other programmes on the telly about them. I'm not sure if it's real or not. Like,
I never even thought of that. Why is it called a dipper? And I thought it was called a dipper. Just keep dipping into the water. That's what I actually thought.
Oh, they like bob up and doing like dipping.
I never even took any notice in it.
It's something to do when breaking the reflection on the water or something, you know, like when you're that close to the water.
I actually did think it was a dipper because it's way dipped into the water now. So didn't realise it was that.
I only know because I watched all them daft nature programmes on it. It's wanting to come back up, like, isn't it? So we're getting a tiny bit of footage of it there. What we'll do, we've seen a pied wagtail doing here on the rocks and all. So we're gonna have a look to see if we can see where the pied wagtail is, and we'll let these dippers get back into feeding the birds, because it's still there. The young must be quite large in the nest, so this is the footage we wanted of the dippers, really, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I might see if we can get them flying from the tunnel.
Like coming in and loose, aye.
Just a little bit.
It's not gonna come up when we're standing here, like, is it? So we'll go and do in there, but we're getting some good footage of both of them there. The bird at the nest and that bird wanting to get back into the nest, so that's good. That's all we wanted. I got some footage of the nest as well. You might be able to see the young in the nest, I'm not sure.
One thing was, I mean, we couldn't get any footage of eggs because obviously they must have been...
Aye, they must have had young. Aye, because they're early nesters compared to most birds, because we found one in March, one year, one big young in the nest.
Aye.
Aye, it's a bit strange, that one. We're actually doing, like, I haven't mentioned it yet, but we're doing one there in Mill, where the old butterfly bridge is, where the old butterfly bridge was. They built a new one, haven't they?
The old one got washed away.
Aye, the old one got washed away in the bad storms we had a few years ago. So, we're back down to the river, because...
Just a little robin like this, you're right on the rock. I mean, it's just a little robin there.
Oh, right, aye, that's it.
Up my window. I mean, you see robins all the time, but still like...
Aye, it's nice to see them, aye. Now, we've seen that pied wagtail flying around down here somewhere. We'll see if we can see it again. I'm going to walk out onto the rocks here, because it could be anywhere really. Some of the rocks are a little bit slippy.
I mean,
the nest in the holes in the walls and that, didn't it? And under the bridges and that. But we're going to go and do in there and have a quick look anyways, because it's the nest in the banksides. When you get the old wilds in the banksides, there's the dipper going and back up the water there. It's going to go back into the nest. But when we're standing up there looking down, we did see the pied wagtail on the rocks here. But there's a bloke fishing in the water just doing here, and he could actually be scared it away from somewhere. You get a lot of people doing here with dogs and that. He's coming up, he's walking. But that's the butterfly bridge what we crossed our last time, and you've got a bit of nature reserve up there, parkway where everyone walks. We're still doing the winlaton mill here, just across the water there. You don't normally see them this close, but it's a big carrion crow. Must be collecting food. They'll have a nest full of young chicks somewhere.
Pied wagtails just doing from it. Just lying on a rock there.
How far down? Oh, down, aye. Just in them bit collection of stones.
When you're looking through that, like, but it's
I can see it. I've got it on the camera there now. We haven't got any footage of these, the pied wagtail this year. But I've got some idea now. I'm trying. I've zoomed in that far. The cameras all over the place.
You normally see them in the shopping precinct doing blading and
Yeah,
stuff.
I doing blading. You get them on
Kind of-
the old industrial buildings and all because
Aye.
they nest in the holes in the walls. Trying to see if I can see it again.
Still it.
Aye, it's just a little bit further up from where I was, but I've lost it on the viewfinder. It's actually coming up closer to where it was, isn't it?
You see it?
Aye.
It'll be behind the tree now, right? Can you see it still?
And when the camera zoom, like, focuses in a little bit. I've lost it again. No, it's come behind the tree. Aye.
So we can get a good close up of this because we got to zoom it in, get a good close look at it. Just sitting there.
One of them is pied wagtails, but some people call them baby magpies.
I'm just sort of people who doesn't know the difference between a blackbird and a crow.
Aye, a baby crow. Big daddy crow. Or big daddy blackbird, I should say. That's a crow.
It's been that long since I've seen the eggs. What colour are the eggs? Are they? I can't remember. It's that long ago since I've seen
They're
them.
completely different to the grey wagtail
They're not white
eggs.
though, are they?
They're a pale colour with spots on them.
But are
Like
they,
blotches.
But they're not white though, are they?
Oh, there's a grey wagtail right next to it. It's just under the tree there.
Right.
It's and the pied
All right, I
wagtails.
see that.
No, the pied wagtail's just beside it, both of them.
It means people get a new species.
Yeah. There's a bridge. We've only walked in the water a few yards. Just a bit further down the water from where I've just been videoing that big carrion crow and the wagtails just up the water there. And straight across here, you can see that tree with the hole in.
It is.
It's definitely a bird's wing hanging out the hole.
It definitely is, aye. But I wouldn't
So
know.
there's something going to be nesting in there. It could even be a squirrel or something that's dragged it in.
Wait, I'm saying that. Would you not get any bird of prey nesting in a hole like that?
Owls,
And could it
kestrel.
not been something what it's tugged back and what it's sort of eat? Would
Aye, because that doesn't look like an owl wing.
they take them in the nest and would they take the whole bird in
Aye.
the nest and let the sort of young eat them?
Let
in
the young
there?
eat them, they would.
So
Aye.
it's possibly.
There's a bit of a
possibly
hole
is.
in the tree right behind it now.
I was standing on the bank side looking from the top. I'm sure I can see something.
Aye,
Now when I was up there.
aye. Or-
See something white. What? Happened, I was at the top, I looked.
It would be an awkward one to get down to. Would have to come down that bank side and walk along. I'll climb up on the bank side and see if I can zoom in a bit further. Just so I can get like on a high point. Just to see if I can see into it a bit better
Can
from
you
up
see
here.
the back where it looks like there's something light in the background? Can you see it?
I can see something. It might be the other half of the bird, whatever it is. It's when it's zooming in that little bit too far, it's gone a little bit shaky, a little bit out of focus. It could be the other half of the bird.
High wagtail across there again. With the pipes coming through the back side, it's just on the bottom, just with a little bit.
Oh, it's on that ledge thing at the bottom there, aye, where the stream is.
We'll have a nest somewhere.
We've seen about 3 pairs of them just in this couple of 100-yard stretch.
No, it's true.
There's a lot of them down here, but up the other end of the Derwent, where we generally go, we haven't seen any.
There's a long tail cat.
I can hear them making that little...
It's just above where the pie wagtail is, like further up in this few bits of
Oh, right, aye, there. Oh, there's a long-tailed tit there. I can see it on the edge, it's hiding behind the edge of the ivy.
right.
Where I can see it.
Where it is. Maybe a pair of them actually.
It's moving around. I can't really see the thing, but it's moving around.
It's got its puzzles, that's what's in that hole in the tree, like.
I don't know. Ah, look, there's a robin. 2 robins.
Oh, it's a pair there, just like,
No.
sort of was sitting right together.
No, just doing... I've turned the camera back on because just doing here somewhere, it's what sounded like a... I think it was a green woodpecker. Just in these small trees in front of us. I'm sure I've seen it. Little blue tit. I was just standing down by the river there and I heard that loud laughing noise. Oh, it's someone's
Just
owl.
heard it there. Is that it there?
Aye. It was up them trees and it's just flew down into the next part. I'm just turning my phone off because someone keeps phoning us. Aye. We're gonna creep down and see if we can...
I can hear it, but I cannot see it. And it's close.
Aye, it's just a couple of trees away. It's gonna be a hard one to see. I've seen it from a distance flying there. It's went into the next... I can see it up the tree. It's through all the branches. You see its red head and everything in there. It's right in the middle of the tree. Oh, I can see it. Oh, it's away. It hasn't flew very far, it just went down to the next... It just went down to the next trees again.
His way of acting, it's just going to keep moving away from us, isn't it?
I'm hoping it gets into a clear patch though. We might get it into a clear patch down here, somewhere like into a tree that hasn't got many leaves on it. It was up that tree and it flew down into the next ones. I'm just leaving the camera on for these couple of minutes. It didn't go for. I can...
Fly things.
Aye, there are. And big black flies are all over the place. Oh, I'm hoping there's green woodpeckers up these trees here. But it flew into here.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to catch it, like. All over the place.
I'm thinking that green woodpecker will have a nest in this big tree here. If anywhere, there'll be a big hole in here somewhere. But it's went very quiet since it flew down here.
Hey, they're kind of outright, these big fly things now, you know. It's,
Yeah?
huh?
I've not been bitten off them before, like. But I can't have been done all the time. Yeah, I'm all bored of big flies. Just looking up this tree to see if I can see any holes in it. Can't see none. Probably been feeding on this field somewhere. Oh, well, here it is. Caught a little glimpse of it. Just up there.
It was.
Is it gone?
It's not gone, it's
Oh, it's in the, I can see it. Oh, I can see it, yeah. I've got it. It's between the branches there. Wherever it's gone again. It just keep jumping around all over the place, but it's a little long-tailed tit.
It is one just above you, it's really close to you, just there.
Oh, aye.
They didn't look as bright as that. I thought they were a bit more brighter colour than that. They're not wearing earrings. Their little nests are just like a ball of moss, aren't they?
Aye.
Round in feathers. Is it them what they reckon they line the nest from? 500 feather.
I like it.
Feather
Someone
style?
did count them, aye. I'd have been all sitting there pulling the nest a bit.
1, 2.
An old nest, aye. But that's the first footage we've gotten of a long-tailed tit.
See them there.
I was just saying there, we've just seen the long-tailed tits up the trees. I can actually hear one up the tree in front of us, and just here in this little winnie bush there is a long-tailed tit's nest there.
And this is a one for you.
Aye.
For me this time.
I'm gonna have to try and you can see all the lichen stuff what they've used.
What is this stuff on the outside? And that's mostly moss, but what's this like whitey stuff on the
It's,
outside?
you know how you get like a lichen that grows on the bark of a tree?
Alright,
They pick all that up and they attach it with all the little bits of spider webs and stuff like that.
kind of like.
It like totally disguises it. I think the hole's gonna be on this side.
That kind of waterproof it a bit.
It probably will, aye. But the birds were just up the tree there, so it's probably gonna have young in the nest. I can see the hole from here. See little feathers sticking out of it. Aye, 1 minute. I can hear it in the tree there. I'm not. Aye, I'm not sure what it is. I'll have a look in a minute. I'm just trying to get a little bit of footage of this. The little long-tailed tit's nest. Yeah. Oh, there's the bird. Oh, the bird was just here, sitting there, right in front of us. Aye.
Behind the guy, I think this is a black cat.
But that's a long-tailed tit's nest there. I'm getting a good view into it. I don't want to.
Just across the end tree with it. Get back in.
Aye, it was right beside us. Huh? Just gonna move some of the branches around a little bit, and I'm not sure.
I mean, this is not a inside.
Oh, I'm not. It's really awkward. Awkward as hell. I'm trying to look inside with the camera. Get the camera close onto it. But there's no light and you cannot really see. But I think at this time of the year they're going to have young in the nest. But as I was saying there, the bird was just right next to us in the little bush. Oh, there it is. It's up this tree here. It's wanting to come back to the nest. There it is. Getting a brilliant shot of it. must have young in the nest. It's wanting to get back, like it's just there. That's another good find for the day. Just a bit further up from where we just seen the long-tailed tits there. The nest and that, and then coming to some big patch of brambles here. What I've just found underneath them, see there, it's what you call a dunnock or a hedge sparrow. It's on building the nest there, looking at it. Heard the bird. Knew what I was looking for, really. But we're on coming back down here in a couple of weeks, so it's a bit tricky to get back on. There you can see it under there. Good brambles like this. If there was something in the middle I would never get rid. I'm pleased that one was on the edge.